Welcome back on Parts via Ferrari. The first vehicle made with a Ferrari name was the 125S.
Only two of this small two-seat sports/racing V12 car were made.
In 1949, the 166-cylinder was introduced, marking the company's significant move into the Grand Touring road car market.
The first 166-cylinder was a four-seat, 2+2 Berlinetta coupe with bodywork designed by Ferrari Touring Superleggera.
Road cars quickly became the bulk of Ferrari sales. The early Ferrari cars typically featured bodywork designed and customized by independent coach builders such as Pininfarina, Scaglietti, Zagato, Vignale and Bertone. The original road cars were typically two-seat front-engine V12s.
This platform served Ferrari very well through the 1950s and 1960s.
In 1968, the Dino was introduced as the first two-seat rear mid-engine Ferrari.
The Dino was produced primarily with a V6 engine, however, a V8 model was also developed.
This rear mid-engine layout would go on to be used in many Ferraris of the 1980s, 1990s, and to the present day.
Current road cars typically use V8 or V12 engines, with V8 models making up well over half of the marque's total production.
Historically, Ferrari has also produced flat 12 engines. For a time, Ferrari built 2+2 versions of its mid-engine V8 cars.
Although they looked quite different from their two-seat counterparts, both the GT4 and Mondial were closely related to the 308 GTB.
Ferrari entered the mid-engine 12-cylinder fray with a Berlinetta Boxer in 1973.
The later Testarossa, also mid-engine 12 cylinders, remains one of the most popular and famous Ferrari road cars of all time.
The company has also produced several front-engine 2+2 cars, culminating in the recent V12 model Lusso and V8 models Roma, Portofino and Lusso T.
The California is credited with initiating the popular current model line of V8 front-engine 2+2 Grand Touring performance sports cars.
Starting in the early 2010s, with a Ferrari, the focus was shifted away from the use of independent coach builders to what is now the standard, Ferrari relying on in-house design from the Centro-style Ferrari for the design of all its road cars. In the 1950s and 1960s, clients often personalized their vehicles as they came straight from the factory.
This philosophy added to the mystique of the brand.
Every Ferrari that comes out of Maranello is built to an individual customer specification.
In this sense, each vehicle is a unique result of a specific client's desire.
Ferrari formalized this concept with its earlier Carrozzeria Scaglietti program.
The options offered here were more typical, such as racing seats, rear-view cameras, and other special trim.
In late 2011, Ferrari announced a significant update of this philosophy.
The tailor-made program allows clients to work with designers in Maranello to make decisions at every step of the process.
Through this program, almost any trim, any exterior color, or any interior material is possible.
program carries on the original tradition and emphasizes the idea of each car being unique.
The 1984-88 GTO may be considered the first in the line of Ferrari supercars.
This pedigree extends through the Enzo Ferrari to the LaFerrari.
In February 2019, at the 89th Geneva International Motor Show, Ferrari revealed its latest mid-engine V8 supercar, the F8 Turbo. Ferrari SF90 Spotmill is the first ever Ferrari to feature PHEV, plug-in hybrid electric vehicle architecture, which sees the internal combustion engine integrated with 3 electric motors, 2 of which are independent and located on the front axle, with a third at the rear between the engine and the gearbox. Ferrari has produced a number of concept cars, such as the Mythos.
While some of these were quite radical, such as the Modulo, and never intended for production, others such as the Mythos have shown styling elements that were later incorporated into production models.
The most recent concept car to be produced by Ferrari themselves was the 2010 Chile. A number of one-off special versions of Ferrari road cars have also been produced, commissioned to coach builders by wealthy owners.
Recent examples include the P4/5 and the 612 Kappa.
The Special Projects Program, also called the Portfolio Coach Building Program, was launched in 2008 as a way to revive the tradition of past one-off and limited production coach-built Ferrari models, allowing clients to work with Ferrari and top Italian coach builders to create bespoke, bodied models based on modern Ferrari road cars.
Engineering and design is done by Ferrari, sometimes in cooperation with external design houses like Pininfarina or Fioravanti, and the vehicles receive full homologation to be road legal.
Since the creation of Ferrari's in-house styling center in 2010 though, the focus has shifted away somewhat from outside coach builders and more towards creating new, in-house designs for clients. The first car to be completed under this program was the 2008 SQ1, commissioned by a Japanese business executive.
The second was the P540 Superfast Aperta, commissioned by an American collector.
The following is a list of special projects cars that have been made public. An F430 Spider that runs on ethanol was displayed at the 2008 Detroit Auto Show.
At the 2010 Geneva Motor Show, Ferrari unveiled a hybrid version of their flagship 599.
Called the HYKERS concept, Ferrari's hybrid system adds more than 100 horsepower on top of the 599 Fiorano's 612 HP.
Also in mid-2014, the flagship LaFerrari was put into production.
From the beginning, the Ferrari naming convention consisted of a 3-digit unitary displacement of an engine cylinder with an additional suffix representing the purpose of a vehicle.
Therefore, Ferrari 125S had 1.5 liters, 1,496.77 cubic centimeters V12 engine with a unitary displacement of 124.73 cubic centimeters, whilst S suffix represented sport.
Other race cars also received names invoking particular races like Ferrari 166mm for Mille Miglia.
With the introduction of road-going models, the suffix Inter was added, inspired by the Scuderia Inter racing team of Igor Trabetskoy.
Popular at that time 166 series at 2.0 liters, 1,995.02 cubic centimeters. Engines with 166.25 cubic centimeters of unitary displacement and a very diverse 250 series at 3.0 liters, 2,953.21 cubic centimeters of total displacement and 246.10 cubic centimeters of unitary.
Later series of road cars were renamed Europa on top of the line series America and Super America.
Until the early 1990s, Ferrari followed a three-number naming scheme based on engine displacement and a number of cylinders. V6 and V8 models used the total displacement in the cylinders for the first two digits and the number of cylinders as the third.
Thus, the 206 was a 2.0 liters V6 powered vehicle, while the 348 used the 3.4 liters V8. Although, for the F355, the last digit refers to 5 valves per cylinder.
Upon introduction of the 360 Medina, the digits for V8 models, which now carry the name as well as a number, refer only to total engine displacement.
The numerical indication aspect of this name carried on to the F430. The F430's replacement, the 458 Italia, uses the same naming as the 206 and 348.
The 488 uses the system formerly used by the V12 cars.
V12 models use the displacement in cubic centimeters of one cylinder.
Therefore, the Fate 365 Daytona had 4,390 cubic centimeters, 268 cubic inches, V12.
However, some newer V12 engine Ferraris, such as the 599, have three-number designations that refer only to total engine displacement or boxer-style designations such as V. Nominally 6-liter V12 612.
Flat 12 models use the displacement in liters for the first digit and the number of cylinders for the next two digits.
Therefore, the 512 DP was 5-liter flat 12, a Berlinetta boxer in this case.
However, the original Berlinetta boxer was the 365 GT4 DP, which was named in a similar manner to the V12 models.
Flagship models, aka Halo cars, use the letter F, followed by the anniversary in years, such as the F40 and F50.
The Enzo skipped this rule, although the F60 name was applied to a Ferrari Formula 1 car and is sometimes attached to the Enzo.
Some models, such as the 1980 Mondial and 1984 Testarossa, did not follow three-number naming scheme.
Most Ferraris were also given designations referring to their body style.
In general, the following conventions were used. M. Modificata, placed at the end of a model's number, denotes a modified version of its predecessor and not a complete evolution. CF 512M and 575M Maranello.
GTB, Gran Turismo Berlinetta models are closed Berlinettas or coupes.
GTS, Gran Turismo Scoperta. This suffix can be seen in older spiders or convertibles. C365 GTS/4.
Now the convertible models use the suffix spider, spelt I, CF 355 spider and 360 spider.
In more recent models, this suffix is used for target top models. See Dino 246 GTS and F355 GTS. Which is an absolutely correct use of the suffix since scoperta means uncovered.
An increasing number of people tend to refer to GTS as Gran Turismo Spider, which creates the false assumption that Ferrari does not know the difference between Spider and Targa.
The 348 TS, which is the only Targa named differently, is an exception.
GTO, Gran Turismo Homologata, placed at the end of a model's number, denotes a modified version of its predecessor.
It designates a model that has been designed and improved for racetrack use while still being street legal.
Only 3 models bear those 3 letters, the 250 GTO of 1962, the 288 GTO of 1984, and the 599 GTO of 2010. This naming system can be confusing, as some entirely different vehicles use the same engine type and body style.
Many Ferraris also had other names affixed, like Daytona, to identify them further.
Many such names are actually not official factory names.
The Daytona name commemorates Ferrari's triple success in the February 1967 24 Hours of Daytona with a 330 P4.
Only in the 1973 Daytona 24 Hours, a 365 GTD/4 run by NART, who raced Ferraris in America, ran second, behind a Porsche 911. The various Dino models were named for Enzo's son, Dino Ferrari, and were marketed as Dinos by Ferrari and sold at Ferrari dealers. For all intents and purposes, they are Ferraris. In the mid-1990s, Ferrari added the letter F to the beginning of all models, a practice abandoned after the F512M and F355, but adopted again with the F430, but not with its successor, the Ferrari 458. We will continue about Ferrari on part 4, so stay tuned.